Oh. Oh my God, dude. All right, sorry. Couldn't do X anymore. So I was trying to, whatever. Let's get ready to start this show. Can't believe I'm having issues. I was collecting myself. I was working, and then I was wondering why nothing was uploading because it just said now you have to have premium to be on X. I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna be sticking where I gotta go. So let's start the show in 3, 2, 1. Hurry up and upload. This is a horrible intro. Such a serious show today. It's not processing. What? Well, hold on. Waiting for the intro to start. It didn't. It's been processing this whole time. All right, whatever. When it gets uploaded, it gets uploaded. Hello, welcome to My Manic Mondayz, or Movies and Mental Health Meet. Get my intro going whenever it works. It's just been spinning this whole time. I had issues and whatever. Wow, that sucks. Let's see if I play this. Let's play this. All right. What up, Brian? How you doing? What up? What's up, dude? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, tonight's gonna be kind of serious. I gotta talk about something. I don't wish I didn't have to, but I gotta get it off my chest. And that is not working now. That's weird. I gotta talk about something, and it's yeah, man. Sorry, dude. I needed a break. I was going hard on the streaming daily, and it had its toll on me for doing it 35 days straight. I had to take a break. I basically was going nuts. It was just too much. I was doing a lot. Wow, my intro didn't work. Anyways, I want to do the intro. Let's see. Anyways, no, I was doing streaming every day for 35 days, and I was trying to go to 45, and I was having a good time doing it. But then I just realized I needed that hour back to get back to writing, to get back to working on projects. Right now, I got about 4 little things I'm doing because I got a show at the end of the month, and Electrónico Fantástico 3 is gonna be out. Nothing is uploading. Okay. So I'll be doing this. We're doing this in 2 weeks. Live show again. It's gonna be fun. We got some great comedians. Holly Hart at Holly Hart ATX and Clayton Amadidia. Clayton's comedy. Really, really good dynamic right here. It's gonna be fun. I think one thing about my show is the comedy and the improv is on point. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. But I'm working on sketches, so I am gonna say that, all these years of just kind of like being avoidant and not doing what I need to do or whatnot. I was just learning to be myself, learning to go through things, and big part of my life is just kind of reworking the stuff that caused me to be where I'm at, and kind of put me back a little bit, and kind of just setbacks, trying to figure it out, doing this whole mental health thing. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Well, I think it was last week. Said good show. I had somebody say good show, but you needed to talk more about the mental health. And I've been leaning towards that a lot now. And even tonight when I did stand up, I just wanted to go out there and get something off my chest. And it was just something I just had to say, and I just want to see the reactions. And I try to make them into jokes. And I was like, you know what, that's where it's at. I have a block, I have a wedge, so I need to work around it. I need to get it out of my head. I need to stop letting it beat me up, and just move on. And it's a loss, and just get it over with. And it's like I hang out so much with so many comics nowadays that it's like I'm hearing their stories, and I'm getting to know them better and getting to know who they are. And I'm like, man, we all went through some shit. We all go through something rough. We all go through it. So I get it, but you got to process it. And I've had a hard time processing a lot of things. I've cleaned a lot of my life up. I've narrowed things down. But I just can't take the way certain, like where I'm from, like where, that place where I grew up, where it's like, just the way the culture is, the way they just decide to pick what they want. And I mean, they want to live in the 40s, great, that's fine. It's not for me. I outgrew that place when I was 13. And I don't think I'm better than anybody. I never have. I've always stayed humbled. I've stood on both sides. I've always been, trying to be the best I could, be good at just a person, you know. But it comes to time where, like, dude, just people need to grow up, and people get stuck in the past, and people lie a lot, and people do mean things to each other, and then just people do shortcomings, and people hate each other for no reason. There's a lot of like anger and fighting, and it's stupid. So I try to stay away from it or avoid it. And then, I don't, I'm an advocate for mental health, that you have to care yourself. And I was raised around a lot of domestic violence. So that a lot of shit like has been lingering on me, and a lot of my writing is coming out, and I don't like that. So I know what I have to do, and talking about things are great. Hey, what's up, brother? Just get a little serious right now, man, because I gotta get something off my chest, because it's been hindering me for and thank you, man. Thank you for give it up to everybody. Give Jer a high five and a round of handshake or applause, because he did call me out last week that I need to be more consistent and do this. I've been holding back a lot from trying to be myself all these years, and I'm getting closer and closer to enjoying who I am, and I love who I am. I grew up in a very toxic place, very negative, and I tried to deny it and be like, no, there's some good qualities here. It's weird. I'm getting older, and people are getting older, and they want to believe what they want to believe. They want to live the way they want to live, and they want to put a blind eye to things. Great. I'm not, and I just don't want to be around it anymore. And it's one thing for people to say things. I think for other actions, I don't see enough actions. So I'm just like, I'm gonna be who I am, and I'm gonna keep going forward. And I don't appreciate my brother doing horrible things to me, and then saying that I do stuff to him. I don't do anything to that guy. I haven't talked to him in a year because he attacked me last year. He's bipolar, and I've been working with him. And I was trying to work with him, trying to help him out, but he just never could get it. And he got me thinking about the mental health. And I'm like, well, I started doing this week. I started looking at topics, and we're gonna just do a little bit deep diving today in mental health, because you can't help anybody out. They have to help themselves. But delusional people, people that are violent, people that have outbursts, people that are bipolar, are not all bad. But just this person that I know, that my brother's a horrible person. He's always been like that. Tons of stories always are going to pop out about him and all the time, because he's just a bad guy. He didn't even have I don't know. I just feel weird. Like, I got hit for discipline, and he didn't, and he came out all fucking weird. Like, just, I don't know. Being gay on the border probably was a hard experience, but that doesn't mean you can hit girls and stuff like that. So, I get it, man. I got on that stage tonight, and I said, I've been doing this for 6 months. I'm trying to figure out, why am I struggling? Why do I forget my stuff? Like, why does you can't lie on that stage. You can't be fake. And I've been trying to avoid it. And it's like, I started writing around stuff, and I made a block in my head, and my jokes started spreading. And it was like a faucet just falling like this. And then just yesterday, I had to confront my dad a little bit about something, because he's just in denial about everything. And he thinks, just because he's, my dad's the guy that told me that I gave you life, that's good enough, but didn't show me anything about anything. And I learned all these qualities, and I learned how to do all this stuff on my own, and he takes credit for it. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, it's not fair. Like, it's not right. You didn't do anything. You didn't help me out. And you're going to take credit for things, He wanted to be a grandpa for 10 years. That made, why do you be a grandpa? Why do you be a grandpa? Make him a grandpa, and never hangs out. So, and then when he's around, he's just useless. So it's like, whatever, man. So I'm not going to hide anymore, man. Like, I see my kid, and I see the good thing in him, and I'll never let anything bad happen to him. If something bad happened to him, I'd make sure I found out what happened, and I would get down to it, but I wouldn't let it hang or linger or pretend it didn't happen, pretend it didn't exist. Because what happened to me was horrible. I got a Patreon page going, and I'll be posting stuff about that and talking about it more there. But this is just going to be more just for mental health, because I do want to talk about something with manic depression and bipolar. I hate it when they say it's the same thing. It's not. And I just get tired. Like, I try to make jokes about this, and it's kind of funny to me, because they do it as they say that you ask, because I'm really cool with my Yeah, but what do you call it? Sorry, I had a message from Jared, and I was like, oh yeah, we're talking. No, but I was just looking at mental health, and I was asking ChatGPT. I was like, yo, because I invented an AI. It's pretty cool. Not an AI. I have my own version of my AI before, so I kind of just plugged it in named Carter. So I have a little assistant right now, virtual assistant. And I asked, okay, let's do this. Let's talk about mental health. I've been getting called out, and I thank you. I love this community that we have right now going, because the video store does exist. I'm getting everything going, and I need people to just know that I just need to kind of get through this, because it's like I never talked about it, and I just hold it in and I bury it in, and it's not going to get anywhere, So I just got to get it off my chest that this is war. I got stuck. I get stuck sometimes because that depression really eats at me. But I basically did the Freddy Krueger thing from Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Dream War, oh no, not Dream Warriors is 3. 4 is what? The Dream Child is 5. 4 is Dream Master. I think where she shows the Freddy is the mirror and it turns it on. I basically did that yesterday with my dad, and I was able to get some good night rest last night, so that was pretty cool. And sorry for everybody that's boring. I'm gonna be boring right now. I had like a lot of people, now they're all dropping off. It's just mental health, man. This is what we're doing here, because I think a lot of people don't talk about it, and I see a lot of like just things that you just need to be comfortable with, and but here, like on ChatGPT, I asked, how do you process post-traumatic stress? Involves several steps and approaches. Here are some key strategies. So I asked ChatGPT, what would you do? And without me knowing, like, this is pretty cool. I've already done a lot of these, so this is like already like building up confidence. It's like seek professional help, consult mental health professional. I started doing that. I'm 40 years old. I started doing that when I was 26. So I started at 14 years of just mental health awareness and working on myself and going through that. So, I've talked about it. Like, I could have done comedy back then, and I would have 14 years experience as a comedian, but I decided to go the healthy route. So when I did become a comedian, I wouldn't have my vices or fall back on drugs and anything like that, because it's stressful. I feel it. Doing this full time is, oof. I see why they drink a lot, and I'm not drinking, so I got to figure out other ways to do it. But if I feel like I would have done the other way, I would have been burned out. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was still off the hinges, and now I'm comfortable. I'm able to get to this age and feel comfortable about myself talking about things like this. But I just want to get this one out the way, because after this, I want to have fun. Because I don't want to do this anymore. But I do want to do this. But I don't want to have to be like a broken record or sad. But I just feel better about myself. Just being able to get off my chest and just being like, hey, man, it is what it is. Like, this is why I started all this stuff, man. Because I just realized that I needed to talk, and it's nobody wants to talk about stuff. And I'm like, all right, but I'll leave all this stuff. What happens to me is just timestamps. And if I can't be 100% honest, I can't do this. So I'm just gonna be honest with myself and be honest with everybody else. And this is what I do, and this is where I go, man. I was in college for like 12 years of my life, just educating myself and trying to figure out how to like fix people and stuff. And you just start with yourself. And at a certain point, man, you can take the horse to the water, and the horse is shitting it, pissing it, don't care about it. And you just gotta stop, bring that horse, and go get your own water, start doing your own thing. And then when the horse does come around, maybe they come around, they don't. But seek professional help is the first thing. It says develop a support system. Boom, that's what I got here. So here we go. That's what we got. And I'm not trying to lean on you guys. I'm just trying to say that life gets tough, and if I'm doing a weekly podcast, I want to be consistent. So this is just kind of the update. We're gonna do this is like a cleansing. This is like getting the files done. We got to do this. This is a maintenance. This is a human. And you're gonna see changes in me, and as they're gonna go up, because I've already done this before. I'm just recording myself. I'm just showing you things I've done. The good thing about it, when you start working on yourselves, like, it's a good thing to have a good awareness, but it takes about 4 years. And I think there's something to do with the number 4, the Roman numeral number 4, something with that, something with number 4, that like you go to high school for 4 years, you go to college for 4 years, you go to the military for 4 years, you're only married for 4 years now. It's like, there's only things for 4, and I'm always like, why is it 4? God, I totally forgot what I was saying about this. Rules of 4, but I think it's because it pays dividends, because when I was 26 and I started working on myself, it wasn't until I turned 30 that I started feeling different, seeing the results. But it took me 4 years. It could take somebody 4 days or 4 hours or 4 months, and they start seeing it took me 4 years to realize, oh, I'm different. I've changed. Good. Started going in this direction, and I had to change again. All right, start going in this direction, because I became a father, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't do the same things that because I'm just genetically gonna have some issues. I'm gonna pass them down too, but I don't want to pass down violence. I don't want to. And if I'm from that bloodline that has to like be in shape and work out and kick ass and not go crazy, then I'll do that because I don't mind doing that. I don't mind waking up, working out. I love doing it. I love waking up at 4 a.m. Like I use this stuff for me. But even last night, I got rest. I pulled that off my head and it just feels good. But now I'm also working with 4 writers right now, and we're developing stuff for my show, Electrónico Fantástico, and we're also developing sketch comedy. So I am a filmmaker. Don't get that twisted. I will always be. That's what I'm doing. I'm just going back into it. Now, where's been your movies, when your stuff? I've been with a kid. I've been raising my child. A lot of stuff I have right now is like child. It's kid stuff in my head. So I'm not trying. I'm not. I don't want to. I said it. I was having trouble. I was trying to write a horror movie to get to process all of this, PTSD out, and I just ended up making like a. I mean, I told Jimmy. I told the host. Jimmy thought it'd be a good idea, but I was like, dude, it's like I turned into like Care Bears. I mean, I turned into like fighting, getting like in a forest, camping, and attacked by a bear. To other bears coming, like Care Bears showing up, and like not. I thought they were gonna kick the bear's ass, but end up loving it and caring. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. I wanted a horror movie. I was trying to figure out a cabin in the woods, and I just put a bear as a sample, and then we can change it or whatever. But I just put a bear, and then we start. I was like, this is. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. So let me find out what the issue is. What is the bear? What is it? And I just start just following it, and I just be like, dude, it's because I'm not 100% myself when I feel like that's the most I feel comfortable. I'm my most comfortable when I'm myself. And if other people don't like that, I guess just unsubscribe. I don't care. Like I'm done. It's like I don't want to live in the 40s. I don't want to live in the past. It's not this. It's done. Like I'm in 2024 and I'm looking at beyond. I'm looking at 2027 already. And all I can do is just focus on myself and on my kid and my community and see if anybody else out there. If you ever need help, sometimes people come in and say, "Hey, my dog died." I'm like, I don't know. I just said don't do a pet cemetery because I wouldn't, But it's like I don't know. I don't have a dog, but we're gonna get one real soon. And I grew up with dogs, but I just it's like I don't mean to be rough like that. It's just I'm like, sorry. Last week someone had a birthday and they came and shared it with us. I thought that was awesome. I love birthdays. I love birthdays. I love me some birthdays. So if anybody has your birthdays, you better let me know, or we could do birthday celebrations. Because I really do. I think I worked at IBC Bank when I was 19, and then I turned 20 years old. And when I turned 20 years old, I didn't really like. It kind of hit me. I was like, oh man, I'm not. At the end of the day, I was like, I'm not a teenager anymore. Wow, kind of like 20. But I was working at the IBC Bank, and this was in Del Rio, and my coworker Ana Martinez and Dora Angulo and like Cruz, and they all went and got my my little not cubicle, but my little station. They stacked it. They put like so many things like all over, like it was balloons, it was flowers, it was ribbons, it was so many things. And the lady, and then I'm sorry, people were coming up saying happy birthday, and I had I was like sad, like I was like, fuck, when's my birthday? I don't got anything planned. I have to work. I'm school in the morning. I'm already burnt out. And then this lady comes in, she goes, you know what? I'm happy it's your birthday. I want to wish you a happy birthday, young man. And I bought you a cake. It was inside of Walmart. She bought me a little cake. And said, I hope you like double fudge chocolate. I go, yeah, I do. She goes, oh, that's my daughter. She loved it because the day is March 29th, and that's my daughter's birthday. And I really, I knew she loves chocolate fudge cake. And she told me her birthday year, and I was like, yeah, that's when I was born. And then I remember her talking to me, and we talked, and I had this talk with her, and she was uplifting me and stuff. And she was just a lady, was a regular bank patron from Del Rio, And she told me, she goes, Southern woman. She goes, you know what? I don't mean to be so sure of this with you, but I love that you have a lot of energy in you, but you're kind of down. Why are you down? I don't even ask you that. And I was like, it's your birthday. She goes, this is your special holiday. This is you. This is time for you to have a special day. You can do whatever you want. You need to have a good time and just not be mopey. Have a good time, because my daughter was born March 29th. And she passed away 6 years ago, and all I have are my memories. But when I see somebody else born March 29th, I want them to have a good birthday. And I was like, holy shit. Like, it hit me. I was like, oh man, I should be happy. I should celebrate. I should be like having a good time. You're right. And like instantly, because it was funny too, because I showed up to my house and they threw it. I mean, my mom tries, my mom's not American. So, she pretty knows a lot about being American. She tries to shove it down your throat. Like, I'm not, I'm not from over there. I'm from both. But they tried to give me a surprise party, but they ruined it because somebody was outside, like trying to sneak in the house while I showed up. And it was whatever. It was fun. They tried. But we had cake and stuff. And I remember being outside and being like, oh, damn. And that's when I was dating I kind of was dating this one girl that was 2 years older than me. And yeah, she bit my face that night. And I was embarrassed. So I had to stay in the dark. I had to stay in the shadows. Dark man had to stay in the dark. Wait, what's your dad's birthday? Yeah, dude. 1984. I'm an 84 kid. If anybody's interested, I don't identify as Gen X or millennial because I'm Generation Y. As in, why is everybody so crazy these days? Why are y'all doing everything? But that really helped me out. And on my 24th birthday, I got pulled over by the cops one time. And it was just because I ran the stop sign on UT campus. And the guy, I was like, damn it. And I think I had my state inspection stickers out or something. And I was like, damn, I'm going to get a damn ticket for that. And the guy just looked at my ID and he goes, man, it's your birthday? He goes, man, I can't give you a ticket. Get the hell out of here. And I was like, oh, it is my birthday. I have powers. Even when I turned 21, I turned 21 on a Tuesday. And I ended up going out with, so I had a girlfriend at the time, and the one that broke my heart. And I was with her sister. I was hanging out with her sister, who she was older than us. And I was hanging out with her sister on my birthday, and we just had dinner, and I got to hang out. She took me out, and we kind of went out 6th Street a little bit. But then I called like a cousin of mine and a friend of mine, and they showed up with me, and I was 21 and they were 20. So it was just basically me walking into a bar with a water moccasin and then picking up somebody that's 21, and we're hanging out, we're just picking up people that were 21, and it was fun, But then what ended up happening that Friday, what do you call it? I went to Parrot's Green, I guess a Green Parrot in San Marcos, and that was a Friday, and this is probably the coolest door guy I ever met. He goes, everybody's going out, and I was with Davey Rosas and Charlie Hart. And these guys are like, good looking guys, dude. So I'm like the scrawny dude. Like David's like freaking jacked. And Charlie's a model, and he's like a nice mocha color. Like he's just handsome, bastard. I was like, the C in my name is for Charlie. And I love him, man. That guy's he showed me how not to drink when you're out. I love that for him, man. Oh, Charlie, if you ever hear this, I appreciate you, brother. He showed me how you can stay out and not drink. And I knew that since I was 21. And I just couldn't keep it. But I learned, so I was like, I'll just hold on to it. And then I learned how not to drink now because Charlie showed me a long time ago. I just didn't use it until I needed it. But I walked in at them, so they're walking in all Rico Suaves and looking good and shit. And I'm like, all right, it's my turn. I'm 21. All right, I'm gonna do this shit. I've been drinking since I was 15. I've been going to bars since I was 15. This is easy. And I walk in, and the door guy just looks at my ID and goes, "Fish, we got a fish, 21-year-old fresh." So everybody's like, "It's your birthday?" And I was like, "Yes." So we like celebrated my birthday, and it was like real fun, like drinks, shots, and everything. There was a lot of making out too. Not with the guys, females, but but we're hanging out, and it was fun. And I was like, damn, what a way to celebrate your 21st birthday again, and having fun. But it was alcohol related. It was something I knew. Just did you do it when you're that age? And yeah, I did remember telling one of my therapists when I was younger, when I was like 27, that I was masking being 21 with problems because they're just gonna say, "Oh, he's just a young guy drinking." I go, "Yeah, but I've seen if you don't solve them, you're gonna be an old guy drinking, and then before you know it, you're just an old guy drinking by yourself." And I didn't want to be that, like just or if you want to, go on being the old guy at the bar as long as if you're cool and you're rich, or you're just kind of, or even you're poor, but if you're cool, like we got an old guy at the, I don't want to call him old guy, but he's a cool guy. Bob, he's an older gentleman, but I like him at our spot at Slaughter's. Like I look forward to get better, so Bob can be proud to be like, I know that guy, man. I've been going there 6 months. I really want to like get better at this, but I had to talk about this shit. And you're right, more mental health. You're right, guys. It's a lot of movie bullshit, and I'm just hiding it. But it took me 91 episodes to get here, and I figured it'd be around close to 100 where I start to get to understand what this whole shit is, and I do get it. I love it. I love you guys. I thank you. I just need you here to know that when I make anything and there's a part there that says, and special thanks, I have you guys. Gen Z. Oh man, how does it feel being Gen Z? My brother's always clowning on it. He's always clowning on himself. And I'm like, dude, I showed you self-deprecating and clean yourself up, bro, because you're doing a really good job. I don't know. I think like I didn't know. I buried my head in problems, and I just worked. 1 year in 18 months, I paid off. I'm sorry, in a year and a half. Well, I guess that is 18 months. I basically paid off $18,000 worth of debt, and it was one of the best feelings of my life when I realized, oh, I can do this just by working nonstop Monday through Sunday and working two, 3 restaurant jobs. And it's possible, I was paying off. I was making $1,500 a week at one place, 300 another one, and 120 another, and I was just raking in, but it was burning me out. So I was like going and just partying and drinking and hooking up, and I mean, that's fun. It was cool, I mean, that's why I would go out. That's the purpose, I guess, right? Or just I mean, I didn't go out with that mindset, but it would happen, stories, But I never went out with that mindset because it's not healthy. So I would just go out and have fun and be a party guy. And I was like, if you go with low expectations, you come home with nothing. You come home with Joe expects. Hey, look, Jared's Gen Y millennial, badass. He gets it. I'm definitely Gen Y, man, but I'm adaptable though, so I understand the younger ones. Like it's like I always say it. Like we'll tell my brother, like my brother Bobby, I tell him like, hey man, I'm like some kind of glitch, or because I've been called this in my face, a glitch, anomaly, a not right. And I think it's because that helps me understand like other people, because I do know how it feels to be rejected, neglected. I do know how it feels to be left alone. I know how it feels to be left by your own people. They just shit on you, and you're trying to help them. And then also like just growing up, I'm like, the mindset does not change. The same problems, same bullshit. I'm like, whatever. So I'll do this here, leave it here, and then we're gonna move forward because I got a lot of good shit to share, man. We got some stuff having fun with. Kind of case of buds at the house kind of guy. Let's do it. I mean, like when I say drinking alone at home, you can have a fucking badass time with a bottle of wine and your fucking thoughts and your book and a movie I was talking about, I was getting sloshed. Like I was like, wine, social media. It's just like, no, I have to break these habits. Oh my God, I used to drink Yellowtail all the time, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Get off of working. I used to work doubles Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. I worked Monday nights just because I was like just boring, and they had Monday Night Football, so I just watch, do my bets and stuff. But I actually took it in like an intern, just studying Monday Night Football, and which I don't really like putting bets on those games. I prefer Sunday. I like Sunday noon for sure, and then Sunday 7 p.m. game, but that's about it. Like I don't really like those 3 o'clock games or Monday nights. I like Thursdays if you get on the right side. Being Gen Z is distracting, if I'm being honest. Yeah. What do you mean distracting? As in like have trouble focusing? Oh, like electronics. Yeah, they're always on, right? Do you always look at yourself? I got called out by my old lady. She told me, "Yo, okay, well, I gotta stop calling her later." So I got called out by my spouse, I'm not supposed to talk about her though. But she was like, "You look at screens all the time, so give it a break." And this was like 2 years ago, so I've been aware of it. Also, too, I try not to look at the screen too much. You notice, because you want to look out in the. I mean, I'm looking in the black void, but you want to look out on distance, and you want to focus. You want your eyes to work and their muscles. You don't want. That's why you get that lazy eye. Sometimes I would get that in college because just focusing on something, your eyes start getting wonks. You have to like work them out, all clunky. But yeah, the electronics suck, man. It's like they're forcing they're forcing you on it, but they're not. But you know what, Gen Z? I'll tell you this. I think you guys get it. You see the river, you see it's flooding, and it's gonna. I mean, you see the cliff, you see the waterfall, and you're like, guys, we gotta do something. Like, we don't have to make a drastic course, but let's just move to the side and get off. Maybe we can find another way. I get there's a lot of you like that. Everybody's stuck on these things. That's why I don't even care. I call it Generation Now, because or Modern Now generation, because we're all looking at the same thing. So whether me, my son, my brother, or my dad, which is all 20 years apart kind of thing, like we're all. It's not. We can't say, well, when I was this age. No, we're seeing the same thing at the same time. So it's like we're all now. If you're choosing to argue about this and argue about that, we're all seeing that. It's just we should be able to work together. We should be able to have the cojones enough to say, like, I'm hurting. I need to step away. It's okay to hurt. My bipolar brother, he said, when I started going at 26, yeah, because I would walk. What I do is I earned it. I would walk to counseling. So, I was still drinking. So I was like, I'm going to walk it off. And I would just walk to counseling. And one time he caught me on the way out, and he said, he goes, "Where you going?" And I was like, "I'm going to counseling." He goes, "Ha ha ha! You need help. You're all fucked up." I was like, I think people who seek help seek answers and they seek comfort, and it's okay. And then, like, I don't know, a couple years later passed, and one time he's all drunk. He called me like, "Oh, you're right. Maybe therapy is right." I was like, "Dude, I told you. It's up to you." But I don't know, man. I see him. He only uses it for like for like to say like clout. It's like if you're not using it, it's like going to the gym and not getting results, but saying you're at the gym, but you're really just talking, or just want people to know you're there. I don't know. It's like you're just, what's the point if you're not doing it? Anyways, enough about that. But I'm just saying, like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. This goes on in my head a lot. It's like people, I don't know. I grew up around a bunch of weirdos. I don't want to be mean or stuff, but it's just like, whoa. And then I'm over here, and it's like, why is it easy for me to communicate in Austin? Why is it easy for me to communicate to people online nowadays? Why is it? Because I'm speaking languages different, Even tonight, Caleb was like, I told him I speak multiple languages, but before I could say like just, but only Spanish and English are my main ones. He's like, ¿Cuáles lenguas hablas or idiomas? I was like, no, hombre, güey. I meant like metaphor. Like, I can speak different crowds of people. Also, finding out my age demographic is 35 to 45. So I'm around my own age. I'm right at the middle. So hello, everybody. That's my age that doesn't want to accept me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to try not to. I'm trying to play by the rules. I'm being honest about things. If you can't have a mental health show on this, I don't know what to do. Saying that because they pulled my Aaron Cheatham episode, and we were just having fun and talking and they pulled it, and I want it back on their YouTube because we're just talking mental health. We're hanging out, and Aaron Cheatham's a really funny comedian, and I want people to know I had him on my show because that guy is a professional, and I learned from him. He taught me a lot of stuff too, so kind of, stuff like that. I'm trying to be this shows you can get a hold of me. And like Jared said, consistency, and I'm gonna back to streaming, but we're gonna do the video store of streaming. And I found cool stuff too. But we're gonna I don't want to do it like I did last time. I was just like showing up. So I have been doing plans. I told Jared I had plans. So god damn it. Anyways, I have everything digital too, so I can just look it up. I like writing. I love writing. Writing's like, I got called out again because I said, you're sleeping in the bed with a writer, but I know I'm not published, so we're gonna start working on scripts. And she had the audacity to say, I have yet to see your name pass around my TV screen on the Hulu. So, all right, we're going to do it. Been waiting to be challenged, and she knows where to get me. I don't know about Hulu, though, but we'll see. I'll put it on YouTube, and we'll be like, look, there it is again. But I got 4 ideas we're working on this week. I got asked to help out on a video, Noah's Ark style video. That's for party invitation for party animals, for Chaotic. DJ Chaotic. It's pretty badass. So we've been some ideas. Price shoot. I'm thinking Wednesday if I'm available. Ty got back from Fish Tank, and he's been busy, so I'm not gonna bother him. But I'm gonna release the last 2 episodes of That Didn't Kill Me podcast, which really opened up a lot of my eyes for a lot of things, man. I gotta thank Ty Gwynn. I also gotta take the second to do an ad for Ty Gwynn comedy. If you're in Austin, Texas, Pflugerville, or Round Rock, or the surrounding cities, check out, and you're a comedian and you want to kind of learn from a professional, or you want to gain some knowledge, or you want to go somewhere else to in your like learn some more tricks, maybe like get a full complete bag, I would recommend reaching out to Ty Gwynn. The dude's amazing. He'll help you out, help you get there. Very open-minded, very smart, speaking way through experience. The guy just he's helped me out a lot, man. I think this is what he bringing all that stuff to the surface. I can't hold it in anymore. What's going to happen is my eyes are going to turn bright red all the time, and I'm going to cry. I don't want that. If I cry here, it's okay. But I'm not trying to do that shit on purpose. And I can cry I can cry on scenes, but I want to save it for that. I don't want to just do it just because I can't hold a conversation because I'm mentally crippled, But I think, let's see, the community tells us, man, if you aren't wanting to stream, if you can. What? The community tells us, man, if you aren't wanting to stream, if you can. Oh no, Facebook or community tab. No, like I mean, I like doing this, but I want to stream. Like what I'm trying to get to is basically, I want to do the show where I'm streaming, where you can come into the video store with me. So we'll do it like this. And if Jared wants to come in, I can literally send him a link. And you can come in and hang out. We can talk movies, like water cooler talk, like where you're just hanging out, or when you go to the when you actually used to go to the video store. I want to let's bring the feel back. How do we do this? How do we? This is we're going into like uncharted territory in a way. We're going into the past to bring into the future. So we're learning to like, oh, what was that feeling like? What was that? What was that like? Hey, why did we like that? I love Friday nights. I want that Friday night flicks feeling again. I want us all to watch a movie Friday night and we go talk about it, and then it doesn't have to be go to the movies and buy popcorn and all that, even though we could do that for Deadpool, but let's go like, what's on YouTube, what's something that people like, right? Let's take recommendations. This is how we get the community of videos. Like the reason I want to do this is because I don't like how they can take shows off movies or like off streaming shows or platforms. I don't like that. So I was thinking like, there's a lot of people have physical media, and I've been seeing a lot of memes been thrown at me that are about physical media. And I was like, yeah, let's just talk about the collection. Let's talk about movies. It's like, it's like a book. It's like when I was a kid and I wanted to learn something, and I was something where I talked to an adult or talked to one of my mom's friends or one of her colleagues or one of my, I have come from family full doctors. I like talking to them, and then talking to one of their friends. They'd be like, oh, CJ, last time I talked to you, we had about this. Here's this book I recommend you reading. Go for it. It's called Animal Farm. You're going to like it. Like, okay. And then you read it and you're like, oh my God, Dr. Zan was right. Holy shit, this is a cool book. I was like picking like, it's like Matrix. What is this? Whoa. And now it's like if a kid, like I did this before. I had at the restaurant, I've done this. I talked to see the families at local that come in all the time weekly, and then you get to know their families and everything. I would give them, I'd be like, hey, have you seen this movie? And they'd be like, no. So I'd give them like, here's the Matrix. And by the way, you can read this book, Animal Farm. And it's all, it's a whole new world, brave new world, like put them all together. 1984. It's a great year. I think like you start putting it together and, excuse me, start giving it to them, and then they can see the media. And I like that. So it's kind of what idea I want. Like where like someone come in and be like, do you recommend any movies? And like, well, right now, I can't only watch so many movies, right? But if Jared's watched a movie and he's like, hey, oh, I didn't even watch the movie from last week. I have it on my notes, but I didn't have time. I went home. It's like, that's why I said I had to go back. I'm home. I don't even know anymore. Home's here. But I went back to the place where I was born, and I was had to go through that stuff again. Just every time it's always fighting or trauma. So I was like, you know what? Like I got to do other things. So I'm sorry I didn't. Sorry, Kevin, I didn't watch it, but I'll watch it for next time. We'll talk about it because I did really need to. I was focusing on just mental health for this show because I need to go forward with this because I know after I let it go and I get badass sleep tonight, I'm gonna wake up feeling better. I'm gonna wake up at 4. I'm gonna get back to writing. I'm gonna kick this shit's ass because, dude, Jared, you're actually, dude. Thank you, brother. You are like a savior, man. You are calling me on my bullshit, man. I need someone like that. Keep you in check, bro. But it's all digital space, so it's like I gotta remember spend time here. Cause I like spending time here, but I get it, bro. I'd rather talk to you about any fucking movie than go home and just talk about, well, this shit sucks. That sucks. Fuck that, man. I ain't doing that. Oh, hey, you know what? I know so much about. I'm like, where are you getting your information? Fuck you. Like, all right, never mind. Like, what you questioning me for? And I was like, come on. I'm like, oh god, I'm done. I'm done. So I'm not trying to bad. It's just weird. I'll just have buildup all these years, just always like getting told off and stuff. I'm not holding my punches anymore because today's my actual one of my best friend's birthday today. My grandma, she turned 89 today, and I got everybody at the kind of cheesy, but I got everybody at the stand-up open mic at Slaughter. I got them to wish her happy birthday. So I am so happy that, let me see if I want to see if I can get it real quick. I know it's not professional to do it right here, but I want to say I like that they did it for me. So thank you, everybody at the Slaughter. Oh God, you guys want to see a photo of me when I was 15? I'm gonna show it to you. But I was like, thank you for everybody for wishing my grandmother a happy birthday because it really does mean a lot to me. So let's just do this real quick. I'm gonna do this real fast while I'm talking to you. Oh, I'm actually getting really good at editing too. So that's probably right about here.
And my grandma actually turned 89 today.
Oh, I got it right.
89 years young. She's 89. And
All right, here we go. I got a new, but I got to do a few more steps before I move on. And you're gonna notice something about your boy right away. I was raised by a single mother, so she still likes to buy me cool shit. My gear is freaking my threads. I'm stepping it up. We're doing image consulting as well, so I need to do that. I need to just something that I've always looked into, and I've met some image consultants in my life, and just spending a few minutes with them really boosted my confidence and everything. So I would like to kind of dab into that world and be an example of anything, because I want my son to be able to be like, oh, people are gonna bring that shit up all the time with my kid. Yeah, your dad used to do drugs and party and all that shit. And he's like, yeah, but he changed, and since I was 6, he stopped drinking. So screw you, man. You know, but hold on, let me see if I can do something real quick. I want to show you. I want to do that because it really meant a lot to me, because I'm part of the stand-up community, and I'm doing it. I'm doing this. This is what I do. But you can be multiple things. A filmmaker is just something that I'm a journalist as well. So I didn't mean to be a journalist, but I studied mass comm, and that's all they had when I was younger. And all right, let's see. This is here we go. Look at that. I could do this like super fast. Like I mean I even said like, all right, she only speaks English. I mean, she only speaks Spanish, so I don't care if we do this in English because y'all don't speak Spanish. So, but she'll appreciate it. So I got that going. All right, what are we doing? When someone doesn't cuss and then decides to cuss is a lot, like seeing your science teacher at Walmart. Yeah, dude. It's always weird, man. So I didn't get hit on by my like dual credit teacher, but she showed me two sides, bro. JR, I had a dual credit teacher, and she was a white lady, like not like the border country one. Like she was, I don't know, but she was cool. She was pretty too, but she was a math teacher at the high school, and she talked like and then I had her for college to do credit, and I had her for the geometry class at night on like Wednesday nights, and I would take a break, and like I'd always walk to like I'd walk into the smoking section. I don't know, don't blame me. But and I saw somebody in the corner like smoking a cigarette. I know who it was, and then she yeah, because this story works real funny when it's like we're in the border and you're this. It's funny, but she steps out and she takes like a fucking cool drag. I gotta remake this. She goes, "You smoke?" I go, "Nah, but I date girls that smoke, so I think I like this area." And she goes, "Oh, fair enough." I go, "Whoa, you smoke? That's crazy. Like, I never thought that." And I looked at her outfit. She wasn't dressed like the teacher. She was dressed like more laid back, like the professor. She was the one that said me. She was like, "Yo, yeah, this is on. This is I'm a college professor today, buddy. I'm not your teacher. I'm not your algebra teacher from 2 years ago." I was like, "Oh, it wasn't like flirtation or anything, but I was like, if somebody were to see that, they probably could be like, oh, they're doing something." Every single class, yeah, Taxi Driver. Yes, I have. Robert De Niro. Is that Bridget Fonda? Is that she was like 12 or something in that movie? Martin Scorsese. Yeah. I think it was Bridget Fonda, she was in Drop Dead Fred. Oh, let me hear this real quick before I don't want to get monetized on YouTube or anything. Let me just hear this real low real quick. And let's see real quick. Hold on. All right. Yeah, because that's cool. Because you get the stand up is really like Jodie Foster. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good, thank you for fixing that. It was a good NGL for old film. Yeah, it's a good classic. You're right. It's a classical. I haven't seen it in a long time, dude. I saw it for a class. think like in 2010, or yeah, I saw it for a class, and I saw it as a kid, and I just thought I saw the cool highlight scene. Then I saw the whole. I was like, this movie's all messed up, man. All right, well, none of this stuff uploaded on the. So I got the. I'm gonna do the intro at the end, just to let you know. Let's see if this uploads. Nothing was uploading earlier. All right, cool. Just real quick for those out there. Oh, I don't know. It's not processing now. I don't know. Nothing's processed. The videos aren't processing on this thing. I'm having issues with it. Oh, hey, I got something shipped. So I'm thinking big story for My Manic Mondayz. Just little skits here and there. Apparently that's not uploading, so that's fun. I'm not really sure that with you, but I could probably put it up to the window, or the window put it up to the camera. Carlitos Way is also dismissed a lot. Yeah, dude. What's John Leguizamo's name in there? Johnny Love or something like that. He just shoots him. Pew, pew, pew. Spoiler alert, dude. Pacino. I used to do Pacino, but in Providence they made fun of me. Oh, Pacino. Yeah, I stopped doing the Pacino, De Niro, and Walk-In because everybody started making fun of me. So I was like, all right, I'll stop. But then I was like, bring back Walk-In. You gotta do it. Oh, Benny from the Bronx. Hey, Benny from the Bronx. He plays him perfect too. You know what, man? John Leguizamo's not that tall, but he's not that short either. And for him to play, what's his name, the clown in Spawn, dude, kudos, man. Because the Spawn, it's only like he's only 2 feet tall, 3 feet tall, and he's got to like get down here and do the voice. I tell you, and he does a great job. I think as an actor, once you understand the lens scope and you understand the framing, I think you really know how to sell those with facial expressions. I think that's what I'm gonna try to learn too, because I think like if I know, because I'm more of a method, I do the whole thing, right? So I don't care that we're doing on the little screen. So when I'm acting, I'm doing just here. This is my point. But I feel like if I were to have more of awareness and be more like closer, and I'm gonna have to show this, we're doing a close up. All right, let me really just focus on the close up itself. I don't know. I'll figure it out when we start filming again. Doing more and more filming. But my hair looks like Flat Top from freaking Dick Tracy. Hey, Tracy. It's okay. I'm reloaded. You know, yeah, man. I love Dick Tracy. Madonna's in it. That's when she was still peaks Lady Madonna, which I love. Let's see. Well, nothing's nothing's uploading today, so that's a whatever. Maybe I can share with. I did do a little map here. Let me show you real quick because I'll start sharing this. This is stuff I want to start sharing for the video store. And if anybody else, oh, sorry, you're not a PDF. Oh, sorry, boo. Hey, sorry. Is it? Yeah, Rocky. Sorry, I gotta actually turn that into I got downloaded, I guess. Anyways, I'll get to it. I want to start doing like a little. I called it CJ's. Where did I put this? Sorry, CJ's list, or what I call it. Here it is. Oh my goodness, I have to like download it again. Sorry. My Manic Movies present CJ's recent features list. So I want to kind of like just show what movies I like to watch. I do watch movies to like really they make me feel better, you know. I don't know how to explain it. I can bond with other people, communicate with other things. Life doesn't have to be so serious. Like I could have just fun, and that's what I want to talk about, you know. And let's see, is it here? Oh, I did it wrong. Sorry, guys. Let's try this one more time. I think this you do it through here. I don't like troubleshooting in here, but we all know this. Oh, PDF, yeah. Oh, no, not that. All right, one more try. Technical difficulties, my friends. No, I don't want to actually print it out. I need to save it. Anyways, whatever. It's not gonna work, but it's I got 4 movies. I got 5 movies. I forgot to put Inside Out too because I did watch it and I just forgot about it. But I don't think I can open that up now. Let's see. Can I even open it up? Just want to try something real quick because I want to show the list. Like everything's like I think also got to restart my computer. It's been a minute. You always want to restart your computer before you do a show because things like this will happen. You know what I can do? Why am I being so silly? Check this out. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, those are tabs. Here we go. There we go. Can you see this? There we go. Cool. I just forgot what tab that was. Oh, what the? Oh, my bad. Sorry. Let me try this again. All right, here we go. My Manic Movies presents CJ's recent feature list. Surf Ninjas. We're gonna go to Greater Austin Comic Con this weekend, and apparently my boy Jared Kingerly, he's part of the improv group at Electrónico Fantástico variety show number 3 we're doing. Boy Jared's coming in. He's doing a panel for Short Circuit. He's got Steve Gutenberg and Johnny Five. I forgot his voice already. His name. I'll look it up right now. But he's gonna do the panel for them. It's awesome. He's doing like 3. I'm gonna go support him because convention life is another part of me like talking about conventions. That's what we're here. We're here to support each other. Like I would support comic friends. I'll support theater friends. I'll support movie friends. I do support a lot of different other things, but just try to stay in this world here because I feel we all get split too many parts, and I just want to focus on this and make this my income and here. But so I recently watched Surf Ninja because Ernie Reyes Jr. is going to be at the Greater Austin Comic Con. Weird Al Yankovic. So is Steve Gutenberg, and it's quite a few people we're going to meet. And we'll do a shout out at the end. But we're doing Surf Ninja 1993. 2 boys learn from a mysterious warrior that they are the heirs to the throne of Patusan and set out to throw the current monarchy. Watch that movie because Ernie Reyes Jr., but Rob Schneider's in it. Leslie Nielsen's in it. Kelly Hu, because I got her. I have 2 of hers. Lady Deathstrike from X2, and then she's I forgot what her name is in Jason Takes Manhattan, Friday 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan. But I got her. I need Kane to sign that poster that I have here. But what do you call it? I met Kelly, and she's in it, and it's a great movie. Like when you start doing the background and seeing where they went, where Ernie Reyes Jr. went, all this, because he was a child star. He started doing taekwondo, martial arts, all that stuff when he was like 2 or 3 or whatnot, and he just excelled. And his father, Ernie Reyes Sr., wrote that movie. So and directed it. So like they're having fun, and so like a family movie. Like brown people, I like this in a good way. And he's able to kick ass, and it's awesome. It's a guy that's able to find his ability just by doing what he needs to do, going on his journey, and that's I feel it's happening to me. So, but the Rob Schneider character, the What If, I totally forgot about how much I love that. This movie's always a classic. I saw this at the theater. I remember being excited when it came out. He just played Kino, so he's wink wink. I like that cosplay. He just played Kino, so he was like from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. So I thought that was cool. But I was like, what is it? But also too, like my son is following in my footsteps as an entertainer. So I want to make sure I like the way Ernie Reyes Sr. I guess like good things about raising a son. So when I go talk to Junior this weekend, I'm gonna just maybe I can interview him, maybe I can't, but I will at least get to ask questions. So probably either going to be about martial arts or being a child actor, because I want him to be I don't know, just want to hear it because he's a legend. So man, recruiting would be cool. So also watch Drop Dead Fred 1991. A young woman finds her already unstable life rocked by the presence of a rambunctious imaginary friend from childhood. This movie is like, I loved it as a kid. We still quote it. Now panties. It's just such a, can somebody help me? It's just funny, it's just such a good movie. It's such a good time. But it's also like this character's protagonist, she's going through a change, and something that dramatically happened to her it's coming back, and she's kind of going through this circle. We see it through her eyes, and kind of what I'm doing right here with me. It's like my eyes. This is what I'm showing you, and I have my own my world and I have my views. And I did study user experience, and I could actually get a job in that. And life might be something we need to go by, because I don't know. You got to figure it out for yourself. But it's always good to know that I like knowing that when I talk to a celebrity or talent that they're doing well, and when they struggle, they how they manage to get through things. But here we go. Yeah, I love that movie. I mean, there's just some parts also about taking the pills, and then also about like just get out of here, bug, and also about just I don't know, suppressing your imaginary, your inner child, learning to be yourself, going through things. People not believing you, your parents, your parental figures that are just, always like monsters to us and stuff. But I don't know, they're just it's rough, it's rough. Oh, what is this? All right, let's see. I don't know how to actually. Oh, wait, cool. So this is one of these. I don't want to lose this, but all right, whatever. This is me with comics real quick. Um, Freddie got fingered 2001. An unemployed cartoonist moves back in with his parents and younger brother Freddie. When his parents demand he leave, he begins to spread rumors that his father is sexually abusing Freddie. JR, thank you. He brought up the English Bobby scene in this movie, and it really connected to my life because they said I had told a story, and he said that reminded me of that. So I was like, I haven't seen this movie in a while. Let me watch it. Watched it, fell in love with it. Wowzers! Um, I was always in love with this movie, but for the funny parts, but I see what the struggles going in Tom Green, telling his story and how the bee and the animals, Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? Like all that stuff. Like he's showing you the process of an artist, kind of in a way, in his way. So in that sense, I was like, oh man, I really like that. I really like that. That I can use this. So it helped me out. And thank you, Jared, for recommending this. This would be like in the video store, we'll do a JR's recommendation for You Got Finger 2001 to CJ, and he watched it, or we could just say, or whatever, anybody, or do you recommend this movie? And you can leave a little something about it. Monster Squad, 1987. A group of young monster fanatics attempt to save their hometown from Count Dracula and his monsters. I would love to remake this movie. I mean, not remake it, do a sequel of this one with them older and helping out the younger generations. Like, I would love it. But this movie is one of my, like, if not, this is like sub 1A. Like, I don't really talk about it as my favorite movie. It's just my favorite movie. Like, Transformers is my favorite movie, but this is equal. So there's A and a B, or two sides to it. This is it. But I like this movie a lot. I showed this to my brother the other day, and he's only 22, and this movie from 1987, so he was born in 2002. So he watched it and he loved it, and he was like, "It's a good movie," and we talked about it, and him and I always talk about doing a podcast together, so I need to get on that with him because that's a good practice. I need to practice working on my system and my setup for the podcast I'm doing with Ty, and then what do you call it? This is I just love this movie, everything about it, just the way it's told. Fred Decker, he's gonna be in Virginia in October, and I want to meet him so bad, and I can get more signatures on my poster to finish it off. Tom Noonan's gonna be a no-go, I guarantee you, and yeah, it kind of sucks. Like, I want to get him, but we'll see. You never know. But I want to finish it off. I want to have a complete set. Like the Transformers is basically, I just need Judd Nelson. Don't know how I'm gonna do that one. Don't know if I can do that one. But here we go. They live 1988. They influence our decisions without us knowing it. They numb our senses without us feeling it. They control our lives without us realizing it. They live. I just love John Carpenter. Love his movies. I had to watch this one. I was like, yo, let's see what this is all about again. It's been a minute. And I just love it. Keith David, met him. He was cool. I loved having a conversation with him. He's nice. I got to talk to him for 10 minutes because he took him 10 minutes to get his tea prepared. So we just hung out. He sang, he chilled. He was talking to us, getting to know us. He was looking at the art, looking at the posters. I wish I could have recorded it, but I don't want to just do that. It just feels weird. I don't like doing that. Plus, I don't like people doing that to me, so I don't want to do it to anybody, especially Keith David. He's cool. But that movie's great. I really like it. I was the way I was watching it this time was, how would I make this movie now with the same movie, like it's like shot for shot, like how would I make it now? And I was like, okay, how'd they get this shot? How'd they do this? There's a few scenes where it's like, oh yeah, you really got a car explosion. Yeah, you really got to get in on this. But it's a bunch of masks and just set design. So it's really good. It's really well made. I understand why people love it. And then the last one is Waterworld, 1995. In a future where the polar ice, there's that word again, bipolar, sorry, word, ice caps have melted, and Earth is almost entirely submerged. A mutated mariner fights starvation and outlaw smokers, and reluctantly helps a woman and a young girl try to find dry land. Man, I love this movie. I actually saw this movie with my Uncle Tom, so he went to go watch with me. But Yeah, it was a good movie. I gotta say, Kevin Costner, this is like one of those. It's like a hidden gem. This is good. Like I hate it when people badmouth it and never seen it or they just want to badmouth it. I mean, for where it takes you and what the idea is, like it's a little ridiculous, a little silly in what they're doing. It's like Mad Max though. Before these Mad Max movies come out, there's like, and they're just dry land. They're just going in circles. I don't know. They don't go far, but it doesn't logically make sense. Whatever. But it's a good movie. Dennis Hopper kills it as the villain in this one, as the protagonist, as an antagonist. He's so good. And I did get a quote from that movie, and my uncle did like it because he goes, "Hell yeah, he's right." When the submariner's getting away with the girls, right before they mess up the bad guy, Dennis Hopper. He starts trying to tell these guys, kill him, he can't get him, can't get him. Finally, he gets the gun, the rifle, and he takes the barrel and he takes it and he aims, and right before he shoots, he says, what does he say? He goes, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. And Mom goes, hell yeah. And I was like, yeah, I guess he's right, man. Do it. And I'm right. This is what I've been doing. I'm doing it myself. Movies quotes from as a kid, just remembering, I'm like, wow. That's why I like motivational quotes, man. I mean a lot to me. They really do. And I think it's because I was always in the gym and always in the locker room and always just having been around those and I taking them serious and then started listening to them, taking them serious. So that was this week's version of My Manic Mondayz presents CJ's recent feature movies I've seen. Just we're gonna see where I go with this. So let's review. There we go. Got a comment. February 25th, February 2025, Captain America 4 looks decent to me. Red Hulk throws down the shield. Ross says, you may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers. Harrison Ford does the damn thing. Yeah. I liked it. I like the trailer, man. I'm ready for it. I don't know where they're going to go with it. I don't know. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch Deadpool. I'm actually, I don't want to watch any. I'm trying to stay away from like Deadpool ads, but I'm honestly like, oh shit, I didn't realize I was doing this on my Facebook. I thought I was just doing this on my YouTube and the video store. Oh well, hello. My dad probably saw this shit I was saying. Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to Captain America, but I gotta get back into it. You guys gotta let me know, man. I gotta see what other movies are out there. Cause I do want to see, what was I gonna watch the other day? Oh, I want to watch the Minions. I want to go watch the new Despicable Me 4. So we're gonna watch that soon, maybe before Max goes to school. And what do you call it? Yeah, I'm looking at this one. Oh, it's already an hour. I'm catching some Z's right now. I gotta get ready. Gotta do that happy birthday grandma video up, and so y'all can see it. So it'll be on my Instagram. But let me see if I can upload. I think that's because I didn't refresh anything before I So we can do. I asked Jared because Jared was well, let's see, because remember I was like episode 91 mental health update. We're gonna do these where you know, talking about certain topics. Once I feel like if I haven't talked about mental health in a minute, it just goes into movies or feels like I'm just kind of cruising into like nowhere land. I gotta do an update, keep myself in check. I think these are important. They're maintenance. Maybe you only have to do these like 3 every quarterly. Maybe we can do. And I don't really want to come here and complain or anything. That's what I'm trying to get away from. My goal is to get to episode 100 and to understand that episode 100 is a new chapter there, where I've done this enough, confident enough, and I feel good enough to like be on here and doing this. So without further ado, I'm going to say that I was talking to Jared and I asked him, give me a quote. And he said, I always like Conan O'Brien. So I got a few photos here of Conan. And the quote, it's actually long. It's funny how she's like getting it there, but nobody in life gets exactly what they thought they were going to get. But if you work really hard and you're kind, amazing things will happen. Well, when all else fails, there's always delusion. It is our failure to become our perceived idol that ultimately defies us and makes us unique. It is our failure to become our perceived ideal that ultimately defies us and makes us unique. You get that? I love that. It is our failure to become our perceived ideal that ultimately defines us and makes us. So you have to have an idea for yourself. I've never had an idea or an identity. I was just CJ. I was just, this guy that just, like when I got broken up with and I asked, What happened? Why did I don't even get a buy? I just get a ghost. I didn't get nothing. And I go, what'd she say? And she said, he was just always there. Don't you want that? At the time, that was like eating me up. Now that I'm older, I'm like, no, it's different now. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have got stuck here. I should have focused more on myself, which I was, but I was just scared to be myself. Because also too, just trying to talk to people you used to talk to, and then them getting offended or getting upset, or for you not doing what they want you to do. I'm just like, I can't. He said that in 2010 after he lost his Tonight Show on NBC. Do you like that quote, Jared? What do you think? What do y'all think? I like it. Like you're going, you're looking for yourself. You're going for self, and I think that's what I'm always looking for. That I'm always looking for self identity, self worth, in a sense. I'm not an attention whore because I like being a ninja. I like being stealth. I like being under the radar, but you have to give something up to gain. I couldn't go anywhere else because I found out that I had to have my stealth mode. I got to give away in order to be here, present, be more here. So I'm doing that. I'm giving that up. Maybe not throwing it away, but just giving it up as a bargaining chip, so I can be more on here and let you know that I'm going to be where I need to be, where I say I am. Mainly here in the box, in the shed. But yeah. But we're gonna have to finish the show already because I gotta get ready to go to bed. I gotta do a post, and then I gotta shower. And oh man, it's a lot of things. I didn't even eat really tonight. I just ate a little pizza because it was just there. I was like, whatever. But um, I don't know. Do people get annoyed with like a healthy person telling you how they live healthy, or should we just not do that? Also said, don't be cynical. He said it's the worst quality in people. I believe you're right. Let me go through this real quick because I had a lot of topics kind of in the sense, and man, I love that. Like, don't be so hard on yourself is a good one, and I don't know, it's something about being nicer. When people tell me, "Oh, I love all," when people come in or come in and say, "Austin's so nice," I'm like, I don't see it. I see a bunch of tourists or a bunch of people that are pissed off all the time. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I go other parts of Texas, small parts of Texas. I'm like, oh yeah, no, it is nicer. He said that right before your quote, which is great. Thank you. Maybe I didn't get that right. Sorry, I'm focused. I'm looking at this real quick. All right, so develop a support system. That's where I was at for how do you do PTSD. Practice self-care. I do that. I have a routine in the morning. I like jogging when I can. Like jogging, the payoff is like, yeah, getting in shape or whatever, but I do it for my mind. Like I get a lot of ideas out or just rapid things. I think it's like, because we're supposed to be like gather with hunter gatherers, and we're supposed to learn to hunt and all that, and I live. But I think what happens is you're not supposed to really run, because usually when you run, it's a state of panic. So when you're jogging and as you're going, I think like you can think of things because it hurts, it burns, so you don't want to think of the burn. So I just start thinking of things to do. Also, too, is I remember being younger, or just even like when I would go jogging back in the day, people be like, "Why are you running?" I was like, "Oh, because I want to. I'm working out." It's like, "No, you're working out. Why though?" I was like, "Because I want to be in shape. Why?" Oh, sorry. And I'm just like, "Yeah, should be." I want to take care of myself. I was reading stuff about that. I read a lot of I started reading Men's Health in 7th grade, and I read that till I was like 24. So I was always reading these articles about people in big cities, and I was never realized I was in a little city. I just thought I'd never live here, dude. When I was trying to move to San Diego, and when I was 19, before I moved to Austin, I was like, I could never afford $1,000 studio apartment a month. That's insane. It's just weird how you think, you got to go through it, and you start meeting people that get through it, and then you go. So let's see. Okay, also says step 4, learn about PTSD. Educate yourself about PTSD to better understand what you're experiencing and how you manage it. Okay, cool. I mean, I've been doing that's what I'm doing this. Express yourself. Find healthy ways to express your feelings, such as journaling, art, talking with someone. And that's what I'm saying. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Sorry. Express yourself. Find healthy ways to express your feelings, such as journaling, art, or talking with someone you trust. Now, let's put it this way. I do that stuff. I do journal. I do art. And I don't talk about it. And I don't want to go back to therapy or back to that, because I feel like every time I do, they're looking for something. They're looking. I don't want stand-up to be my therapy either. I heard some comedians, I've constantly heard some professional comedians say quit. They don't like people that say that. And I was like, I really don't either. So I don't mind if you say it, but I don't want to do it. I don't. If you can, if that is a good form for you, great. I don't want to use it. I want it to be my job. I don't want it to be like, I'm here. Oh, look at get my money, I'm so sad. Look at. No, this isn't. I'm not the guy from Dead Man on Campus that sings show tunes, but is pretends to be emo, but really sings show tunes. I am emo, screamo emo. You're not even sad. Look at you. Oh yes, I'm sad. Look at me. I'm fucking sad. Such a great performance. So yeah, but maybe this isn't the healthiest way, but Patreon will be the real way. I realized I only have like 2 or 3 videos, but not that much. I think I said I had 5, but just trying to figure out a good way to introduce myself. But I have nothing. But I'm like, this is what I get for waiting so long. It's my punishment. It's my sacrifice. I think it's the fact that I should have done this when I was younger, and I could have helped myself out a lot more. So I think it's just a little payment I have to do. Go through this for it. So it's going to be sucky at first because nobody's going to be like, oh, that guy's fun or whatever. But I'm like, yeah, I'll get there. I know where it's at. I just got to go through this because it won't allow me to move forward unless I get this over us. You wrote something to see. I know they're mainstream, but Back to the Future trilogy is really intense, and a lot of people that are younger haven't seen them. I know. My brother has updated him. He's changed his answer since he was 15 because he saw him again. He said 3 was his favorite when he was 15 when I introduced to him, and then he later on said, "Well, yeah." Then later on he said, "No, 2," because he knows to say 2. But I'm big on 2. But everyone likes 1, but I'm big on 2. I like 2. What's your favorite one? But you're right; those are good. Actually, in the short I'm writing, A True Inconvenience, there is a Back to the Future. What would you call it? Homage? A little Marty McFly is gonna make an appearance. Maybe someone like that. Someone that kind of looks like that. Oh, dude, I was hitting the pipe too hard today. I didn't hit all weekend. So I mean, I hit a little bit. I didn't take anything. That's that was CBD basically. That doesn't do anything. I mean, it does. It helps, but like I just when you have to smoke CBD to see your parents, it's kind of weird. You just gotta work on it. Not weird. It's just it's rough. Okay, here we go. Number 6, set realistic goals. Break down tasks into manageable steps to avoid feeling overwhelmed. That's where I'm at a lot, so I'm working on that. Avoid substance abuse. Refrain from using alcohol or drugs or as a coping mechanism as they can exacerbate symptoms. I don't drink. I do smoke, but I don't do powders. I don't do pills. Any of the fun stuff because I don't know how to handle it. So it's just might as well stay away from it. I need to work on myself. What are you saying? Do I become some kind of asshole or something in the future? Part 2 is the best. Part 2 is the best, man. You're right. See, he called me as it is. Part 2 is the best. All right, so we're gonna set realistic goals, which I've been doing, managing my time, and I'm also going more digital. So a lot of my notepad's getting full. So like the one that comes inside the Apple products, it's full now. So I can actually go back and like click and stuff. I have it super easy. So when they hack my computer to frame me for shit, they're gonna look at all my notes and be like, "Oh, you wrote all those notes down here?" Because I was writing them by hand, which I still do, but I've started putting them digital so I can show them. Let's see. All right, let's do that. Stay consistent. Regularly attend therapy sessions and follow your treatment plan. So I have to make a treatment plan, which I have, but I'm not gonna go to therapy. The common sense of like, oh, I need to go speak to somebody on the couch. I just need to be talking about stuff off. I don't like the whole like, I'm not the guy that like, hey, we can't talk like this person around. I'm gonna talk and say whatever the hell I want. I don't care about that person. Like, I don't care. I don't care if the boss. Like, we shouldn't have to bow down to them. That like, no, we're here for work. So that's why I get let go a lot because I'm just like, I don't get ask them back because I'm like, no, like this, we're here for this. I get it. I get it when we're doing stuff. You have to listen to hierarchy. I get the power, but like all that stuff outside of the workplace, like the machismo stuff, the bravado stuff, like I don't care about that. At work, if you need that, great, use it, but not outside, not after. I don't care about outside. So I mean, even like doing the 35 days of streaming was kind of consistent for me to help me work on working on an hour, carving an hour out of my 24 hours. What sucks when you start doing that because I feel kind of panic in the sense of like I wanted to get 2 or 3 episodes like ahead of time done, so I have all the marketing or just all the show. It's a show, right? To get all the intro stuff going. But what happens is the 24 hours is not going to stop. You start seeing it. It's like a wheel. You wake up and it's just coming right back at you. It's like a loop. It's coming right back at you. It's like, I'm like, damn, it's crazy. Like, so you can use like, okay, I'm gonna sleep for 6 hours, and then I gotta go to work, and that's what, 8 hours. So it's 14 right there. It takes an hour to do this. It takes an hour to do that. I'm right. That's 3 hours. What? Where does the time go? And you start really seeing what you're doing, and then you're like, oh, I didn't do anything for 20 minutes here. Oh, I was on my computer. I was on my phone for 10 minutes here. Oh, I was literally just watching a movie. I mean, there was a movie playing in the background. I was just dozing off. Fell asleep for 2 hours. You start seeing where your time goes, and it really starts messing with you. It really does, and that's what really messed with me, man. It's really messed with me, messed with my time. And I was like, all right. So I realized, all right, I carved out this hour in the morning. So let's get back to writing. I didn't mean to do such mean to do a ghost or because I of all people ghosting, I will not do that. But I had to take a break. I was just like I was like, it's like I was in the jet and it was crashing, and I just said I'm not gonna eject. I gotta crash. So I crashed and I got launched out of the window, and I just kept falling, and then I just laid there, and then time caught up to me, and I just stayed there, and I was like, I'll catch up to you guys later. But I do like being put in check. I really do. You never cross. You can cross the line if you want, but we'll find out where it's at. But and giving me guidance. Thank you, Jared, for also like telling me. It's kind of funny. One of my childhood bullies' name was Jared. Now one of my cool online buddies' name is Jared. So life finds a way. It finds a way. We're all rock star scientists, are we now, Dr. Ian Malcolm? We used to play Jurassic World and Jurassic Park in the back. We should play it again. But my son was always Dr. Ian Malcolm. I was like, it's not fair. It's me. He's like, well, I'll be Dr. Grant. I was Dennis Nedry half the time, so I'm the one causing the problems. I couldn't be Samuel L. Jackson if I wanted. All right, let's see. All right. All right. So now here we go. This is the last two things I have for the PTSD. Relaxation techniques. Practice deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, yoga. That'd be like yoga, meditating, or other techniques to reduce anxiety. I try not to stress out at all, and I think people know that. Certain people that I'm related to, so they try to stress me on pushing. They want to see reaction out of me, and they don't get it. And when they do, I snap, or I'm just like, dude, stop! What the? And I call it out. I literally call it, and they're just because I want to. What? I'm like, oh my god, that's enough, man. It's enough. What are you gonna do? I'm like, I just want to chill. I'm just giving you shit. You're busting your balls. Like, why do you gotta? That's what old people do. You're getting old on me. That's what you go get old. You go up onto the vehicle, man. Like, stupid. But number 10 is patience. Understand that recovery is a gradual process, and it's okay to take it one day at a time. Well, you have to, right? But yeah, so I always I know that. Like I said earlier, it took me 4 years to go from 26 to 30 to really, because I had stopped doing drugs at 26. Like, alcohol's still a drug, but like the powers, the cocaine, and all that stuff that I got stuck on. So that helped me go. And so but I knew at 24 I was trying to stop. I started at 21. That's when I got left. So I got dumped at 21, and then 22 I just dove into it. So 22, 23, and 24 like blurred year for me. It's like I can't remember much of that time. And then I wasn't playing basketball. I wasn't doing really. I was on movie sets. I was doing half-ass jobs. I was looking like shit, and I was supposed to look. I don't know. It wasn't working for me. That's why I stepped away. I didn't want to like ruin my image. I didn't want people to be, oh, not that guy. And so for a little bit, like I was getting my footing back in with the kid, and they're trying to juggle life. I wasn't coming in through a certain project, so I was like, I have to figure this out. But at the same time, technology is helping me out, so I'm enjoying all this. But patience, you got to understand, you got to wait. I try, like I said, trying to stress out. I want to relax, always be in a calm mind, because if you're calm, you can think. But it takes it takes me exercise, it takes me medication. My medication is my herb, and my teas. And it takes me, dude, having a healthy bowel movement is a big thing. But I just wanted to share this real quick with the whole bipolar manic depression thing I started off with. So when you look up what is bipolar disorder and how to treat it and whatnot, the first thing it says, the term bipolar disorder more accurately describes the two poles of extremes of mood states experienced by individuals with common condition mania and depression. I have depression and I guess mania. So number 2, then it says reduce of stigma. Manic depression was often associated with negative connotations and stigma. The shift to bipolar disorder helped reduce some of the stigma and misconceptions associated with the condition. Really? It's not blue, it's topaz. Don't call it that. You can't do that, because I'm telling people I'm manic depressive and they say I'm bipolar. I can't say no. I've not been clinically depressed. I have not been clinically diagnosed as bipolar. I'm not bipolar. So and you might show the symptoms. I'm like, I don't know. I'll stick with the manic depression. I've been working on that. That's where I'm at. You can't just change it because you realize that the city mouse and the country mouse are the same freaking family, and the city mouse doesn't like being told to by country mouse that, hey, you're a bunch of retards, like they're kids like me, we're all the same. And they're like, I'm not that. My child's special. Okay. It's like, whatever scenario you got here, like, we can't get going in these circles. We got to, like, identify it, see it, leave it, and then find a healthy way to treat it. That's my opinion. This is a guy that's open about his mental health. This is a guy open about stuff I've done. But I gotta go because it's already late. I don't want to do that post too late, but I gotta get to bed because I gotta be up. I gotta be up early, and we're filming soon. So I want to prepare for filming. I want to prepare for writing. I got Electronico Fantastico coming up. Thank you for hearing me out today, though. So I did feels good. It feels good. I got you here. If you're coming back for this, as we're coming. But like I also say, there's gonna be we're at that point now where we're gonna get that tipping point where I have stuff to bring to you now. I have things to show you. I have everything, and I have all the past stuff I have to catch up on. But we'll do it together. We'll take our time, and we're gonna get there because I do have a lot for you. I have content. I get what content creating is. I get what you have to do it. I understand it. I'm moving really slow because I am the hare that got trained by the tortoise. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Hey, dude. All you gotta do is say your movie, your story. Don't worry about the script. Focus on the story. Focus on the story, Jaime. Don't worry. Don't get caught up on how it's gotta work like this. It's gotta look like this. That's for the filmmakers. That's for the crew. Get the story out. Find out what the story is. Figure out how to tell a story. It doesn't have to be A, B, C. It could be C, B, A, C, A, B. Just figure out how you want the story out, and then you find out the easy, smooth transition. What medium do I want to put it in? Am I going to do an art piece? Am I going to do a documentary? Am I going to do what am I doing? But the story is it's got to be true and it's got to be honest or to your best ability. And if it's going to be bonkers and bizarre and lie, just go all the way into it. But don't focus on the script because it's always cool to be called a screenwriter. But if you can't tell a good story, then what's the point of being a screenwriter? And I think you have some great ideas. So if you focus on that story, you can get that out. And then your screenwriting, all that stuff comes with it. So I know you got some pretty cool ideas there. So get them out. But thanks for I don't know if you needed that advice or anything, but I know you like writing. So I was like, maybe you could try the CJ Robles technique. I work backwards though, bro. I definitely, I found my own technique. I like speaking hieroglyphics. I do storyboard at story at the same time, and then I do script. So it's kind of three things kind of going at once in a sense. But storyboard helps me stay in the world, and that's why I learned because I can type and I can see a screen all day, and it'll keep me like an infinity. But with the storyboard, I got something to look. You do a postcards and all this stuff, but I know exactly what the storyboard's doing, and I'm sticking with the movie, so it kind of keeps me parallel, keeps like that, Whatever. But I'm gonna, and also I want to talk. I need to find some topics. So I'll make it ahead of time, and we can maybe post some about them. But I want to know, like JR and Brian and whoever's out there, Kevin. I want to know who your first introduction to maybe a superhero, or maybe like comic books, or maybe an action star. But I want it to be toy related. I got here McFarlane Toys, and this thing has been looking at me for a long time, and I just never thought to buy it, but I never paid attention to it properly. And I'm opening it up because I'm gonna let it out the cage. This is not for resale. This is for CSEL. So I have here the DC Universe Batman. I don't know if you can see that. So it has this Todd McFarlane action figure. It comes with Batman. As you see, it comes with like this special hidden character you can do. This is plastic, man. Technically, I laid eyes on my first VHS at Giddy Boofer when I was like 4 years old. And the first one I rented was Plastic Man. Second thing I rented was Transformers. I feel a lot of my personality comes from this guy. out of who I am because he's honest. And he had to learn the way he had to learn from what he had from his surroundings. And I'm trying to get back into the comic books of Plastic Man. He's gone all over the place, but his arc is amazing. His story's great. I've been enjoying it. I want to get back into like comics like that, but he's like, when do you make the time? So we'll figure it out. But I figure just by talking about it, it'll kind of help me out, and maybe people can like, if somebody's out there, this is what I want the community to be about. Not just like help me out, help each other out. Like help you, like, hey, well, maybe we can create new content. You know, maybe we can figure out how to write a really good story, or we could, you know. I feel bad because I've been hiding for the most part, and I feel like something about not drinking for a year. I feel like it did something to me. I feel like I'm myself, and I had a little bit of hard time figuring out that you're back to CJ. You're not. You can't. You're yourself. So I'm learning how to get there. You know, I purposely quit drinking on June 23rd. You know, my 20-year reunion, and I just think lately I've been. I don't know. It's not that I'm thinking clear or anything. It's just I just don't. You know, figuring it out. But I like the way I feel. So maybe oh yeah, Batman Brave and the Bold. I love it. Omar, what's up? Oh, I got 25 minutes. But look, it's always Batman. Batman's always welcome. I'm a Batman family. We're a Batman family. Decisions made mainly like Batman. I wish I love Kal-El. I was always like, Superman is the shit. Like all the stuff he can do. He's a good guy. He's honest. He does the right things. Like, you know, even when he goes evil, like it's still like with injustice, I guess. And but Batman's always Batman. Don't change. Don't care. He's like a trabajador, man. He's a worker. He's like a Mexican worker dude. He's like, I gotta go to work. Gotta go fight crime. And oh, it smells nice. I love it. Like gasoline is getting out. So basically, what we're joking around here with is that, and this is kind of cool because I think this is why they do this. I guess you can do like a little story, like a Dungeons and Dragons little quest, so to speak. Sorry to be so loud. Trying to get Batman out of here, but anyways, can't get him. I don't waste any more time. But he comes with all this stuff, so I was thinking like, hey, you know what's cool? Like, he's been stuck with the heads. What is he been talking to? Because Batman doesn't talk, and Plastic Man doesn't shut up. What is this? Is like the Odd Couple kind of thing they did. Already, bro. Already, you barely show up. This is like everybody is my little brother, Omar Nichols. Thank you. I love this guy. Yeah, he just comes in here and starts throwing smoke, man. Look at this. Look at this. But DC had to come first. Then Marvel got cooler. I love them both. All right. I don't pick. So I got DC and I got Marvel. And I keep looking at my mall rats. I gotta say one final thing before we go. I want to say, all right. Well, you know what? I gotta post it because Marilyn Gigliotti posted a lovely, well, not lovely, but like just a nice little meme about some legends that passed away. So I put on my IG. We had some you know, celebrities, talent, and some convention people passed away this weekend. And you know, even like people that are famous like at a certain point in their lives, like for accomplishments or doing something, right? So we're gonna, and also I think we should talk about maybe. I mean, this would be a good actually time to talk about it right now because my significant other was telling me about this. So we're gonna end it. We're gonna end in a few minutes, and we're gonna go. I did say right before I walked out, watch. I'll probably be 90 minutes without knowing. So we'll go 90 minutes tonight, maybe a little bit more. We have to go a little bit more, but we're gonna start. We're gonna end it with a. Like I'll tell you, it's my little brother, man. I'll tell you, he's Mexican, just like me. Because when I tell him I stopped drinking, he's like, "What? Why?" Batman versus Iron Man. Who you got? I am Iron Man, dude. I want to lean on. I want to say Tony Stark only because it's Robert Downey Jr. But Batman is gonna win. Like you can't put Batman in Iron. Like you got to put Iron Man and Cyborg. And Iron Man wins that one. And Martian Manhunter versus Vision. Vision wins because he can shoot fire and Martian's scared of fire. Stuff like that. Dude, but all right, here we go. I got the images up. All right, cool. Here, let's do this. Gotta remove that. All right, here we go. So we're gonna just because I know the fourth one's going to be very important because I have a story with that. And it's not a big story or anything, but I just hate when I do this, and I hate when I'm unprepared at conventions, and I want to work at this because you'll see, you can go back and you can go back to my videos because I did say this a couple months ago and I'm just lazy. So we're going to do a little tribute to this little RIP legends, Dr. Ruth, Shelley Duvall, Richard Simmons, and Shannon Doherty. All within their own, like, Shannon Doherty, 90210. Dr. Ruth had her own, like, business of just sex talk and sex. When you find out who Dr. Ruth is, you hear the voice. When I was in the 90s, usually you hear the ads, and you'd be like, this sounds like an old lady. And then you see her and you're like, it is an old lady. Like, she knows, she's got experience. And then Shelley Duvall, she was, I think somebody put Shelley Long pictures. That's why I was tripping out. I was like, they're getting them mixed up. I don't know if it was on purpose or not. But she's gone, and I'm actually okay. Let's look up Shelley Duvall real quick because I don't want to be dumb like that and be like, get her mixed up with, because she is the do. Sorry. All right, here you go. Shelley Duvall, actress, producer, writer. Just a quick little thing. Shelley Alexis Duvall was born in Fort Worth, Texas. Oh, Texas. First child of Bobby Ruth, a real estate broker, and Robert Richard Duvall, a lawyer. At the time of her birth, her mother was visiting her grandmother in Fort Worth. Though Duvall was raised in Houston during her childhood, Shelley's mother humorously gave Shelley the nickname Manic Mouse. What the hell? Because she would often run around her house and tip over furniture. Shelley, however, I got to keep reading now because it's Manic Mouse, Manic Mondayz. What the hell? It's all connected. Manic Mouse, because she would often run around her house and tip over furniture. Shelley, however, was more than a mouse, but rather quite the little artist. Her favorite thing to do when she was very young was draw. She also has 3 brothers, Scott, Shane, and Stuart. That's so honestly, like, random. I didn't think to look this up before, so I can, just nickname Texas Twiggy. Then she has Manic, it's like Manic Mouse. That's funny because she'd run around. Known for The Shining, 3 Women, Annie Hall, and Popeye. Popeye. She's beautiful. And then we have Shannon Doherty. Now this is where I'm gonna. It kind of sucks because I had said that I was going to make an effort to get her first to sign my Mallrats poster. I was at 3 events that she was at, and I did not. Oh, I had the wrong person. Sorry, how am I misspelling her? Oh, that's why. There you go. So Shannon Doherty, actress, producer, director. Da 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 da. That's the 90210 song. I used to watch that with my tia all the time. 10 years older than me, so I have to, 6 years old. She's 16 watching that. Shannon Doherty was born in Memphis, Tennessee, USA on April 12, 1971, to Rosa Doherty and Tom Doherty. Her father worked at a bank while her mother owned a beauty parlor. She has an older brother, Sean B. Doherty. Her ancestry history includes Irish, English, Scottish, and French. In 1978, at the tender age of 7, she and her family moved to Los Angeles, where her father started a West Coast branch of the family transportation business. She knew she wanted to pursue an acting career when she made her acting debut at age 10 when her role on a series, Father Murphy. Wow, already, like, she went into it and got it. I'm telling you, I don't know why I didn't have that cutthroat until I got older, but I just thought it was kind of like everybody got a chance. It's not like that, you know. But I do know she suffered with bipolar disorder, so maybe I could just look that up real quick and just maybe we'll talk about it next time. But she did suffer with bipolar disorder and how she would how would she deal with it and struggle with it. She was open about it. So that's one thing that I did. So, and I really hate the fact that I said I was going to do it, and I just kind of like, I forgot the poster last year in Big Texas Comic Con. That really pissed me off. And she didn't have any Mallrat posters, so I was like, oh, I'll just get it next time. And I got, that's what things like that bother me. So it's like, you're gonna do it next time. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. So this has been a really dark and not open. It's been an open episode. It's been very good therapeutic for me. And I don't want to do this all the time, and I don't want to be like this sore crying thing. But yeah, just this is where I'm at right now at this moment in my life. I want to be honest, and it's true. I haven't talked about my mental health a lot in this show. It's just kind of more movies, kind of what I like. But now I'm showing you how I practice this, how I help myself out. If you're struggling, you don't have to go run away. I mean, hopefully you would have somebody around you could talk to about it and process it. But it's all about action. You can talk all you want. I was listening to Joe Rogan the other day, and one of the clips said that somebody one of his guests said that telling somebody you're doing something and actually doing something pays the same amount of dopamine. It's really bad. I didn't realize that. So I don't like talking about things. So I say if I say I want to do them, I won't do them. So I like doing them. But also I found out that I can force myself. If I say it, then I have to do it. You say it, you got to do it. So it's just learning about timing and getting it done and doing it done. There's no getting it done right or wrong. Just getting it done. Just deadlines because you're out of time. That's it. Clock's over. But Richard Simmons as well. Like let's talk about Richard Simmons real quick because I didn't want to leave him out. He was it's an icon. So let's see what they got for Richard Simmons. Let me see where he's at. There we go. Oh, his last photo. They have a thing there. Because he was a very positive person, right? And that was his whole thing. Being a positive person and selling health. And let's see, that's about. Here we go. Let's go to Wikipedia real quick. All right, let's see here. Milton Tingle Richard Simmons, July 12, 1948. Wow, he died a day after his birthday. Oh, man. Well, we're going to segue into birthday after this. Was an American fitness personality and public figure. Fitness personality and public figure. See, I like those titles. I'm not big into titles, but I like that. He was a promoter of weight loss programs, most prominently through the Sweeten to the Oldies line of I can't say that word. It's too aerobics video. Sorry, it's the AE thing. Aerobics videos. Simmons began his weight loss career by opening his gym, Slimmons, in Beverly Hills, California, catering to overweight, and he became widely known through exposure on television and through the popularity of his consumer products. He was often parodied and was frequent guest on late night television and radio talk shows, such as Late Night with David Letterman and The Howard Stern Show. He continued to promote his health and fitness exercise through a decades-long career and later broadened his activities to include political activism, such as in 2008 in support of the bill mandating non-competitive physical education in public schools as part of the No Child Left Behind Act. They leave us, man. They leave you behind because the teachers want attention too. Just kidding. Since becoming a practicing Catholic, and so there you go. It says his career here. He's got nice photos here. He's got I gotta start doing headshots and stuff. I've been avoiding that for so long. Headshots. I just don't want to do them. So that's kind of crazy, right? He was born July 12th, his birthday passed, and he kind of went full circle there. But we're gonna end the show now, and I don't want to end it on a really sad note. So to let everybody in on a good note, we're gonna say to because I couldn't say it, we couldn't show you the happy birthday video to my. Let me just show you what it is real quick. I loved it. Let's see if we can pick it up real quick. I love that the thank you everybody down at Slaughter, the open micers, for letting me do this.
Actually turned 89 today. 89 years young. She's 89. And I would just like to say, everybody, I know this kind of sounds a little what, but I have to go through this. I'm recording myself. I'm gonna post this and say, but I'll say this. I want to give, if everybody could just do me a favor and we give happy birthday to my grandma in English. She only speaks Spanish, but she'll get it. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! Thank you, everybody. Give it up for CJ, you guys. I want to see this horror movie that turned into a story with puppies and shit. That just
That sounded interesting.
Yeah, I was telling. I was like, I can't even get out of my head. I keep this bear and these little puppies and then Care Bears. But it's funny. But yeah, so happy birthday. Yeah, thank you. So, but it was cool that they did. So I wanted to show you that. And I'll start posting more of my jokes because it's like it was hard. I just like I'm going up there doing public speaking basically because the jokes aren't they're there, but I'm going on stage and I'm forgetting my lines because I have something stuck in I can feel it, I can see it. So let's process it. Let's go through it, and let's see. I mean, I'm planting a seed right now with these posts, with these videos to help anybody out there. I'm also like I want my son to know that he knows his dad. If he ever wants to know who his dad is, he can come in there. But cleaning this all up, it took a long time to get here. It's kind of cool, like doing 91 podcasts on this show and then doing almost 90 with Ben. So I've done, and then whatever I did on the Escape, like I've done over. I think I've done over now, like close to. I'm up to 250. I want to get close to that 300. But the more you're doing it, the more you practice, the more you're getting understanding. So I'm learning it with stand up. I'm getting more comfortable talking on the mic. That's all I wanted to practice. I don't care if I'm not funny. I need to get comfortable holding that microphone and stop leaning on the damn mic stand. Let's do this. So it's just little things you learn about what you're doing. I go back and just feel the play-by-play, but I do got to post some of my stuff. But it's a lot, man. I don't like being on the computer all the time. I don't like being stuck here, but I have to. I have to put my time in. I got to do it like everyone else, and I can't complain. And we just got to go through with it. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Thank you for My Manic Mondayz, where movies and mental health meet. I'm your host, CJ Robles. Try to be as transparent and open as possible. So anybody out there who's struggling, or if anybody's trying to get through it or got stuck, you don't have to really reach out to me. You just have to know that I'm trying my best to do what I can do for myself. And if you can see me doing well or just trying, I hope that you can see it in yourself and you can grow and help you and know that you're not alone and know that you're, thank you, Brian. Peace. Oh yeah, Brian graduated high school like not so long ago, so congratulations on that triumph. So now he's out in the real world. Thank you, sir. He tweeted me, gave me the heart. I'll take it. I'll put it in my back pocket when I need it. But I think the fact that just letting you know that you're not alone, and I'm not gonna just pretend that like, oh, he's hurting, and oh, I'll take that one too. That's a no. What? I thought that was a tornado. Nah, man, get that shit away from me. And the thing, what is that? Is that better not be? Was that an alien? Jared, what is that? That looks like, I don't know, man. I can't tell that. What is that? Oh my god, that looks like some. I don't know. Oh, it's a bird. Okay, thank you. The piece. I thought it looked like, if you look at it first, I thought it was a tornado, and I was like, oh, badass. And I looked at it, then looked a little iffy. It looked like some spit there. I was like, it's a bird. Peace stuff. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I was like, what is that thing? I could barely tell. Glasses aren't working anymore. But that's all it is. See, now I have some online friends. We get to hang out. We get to meet. I'm gonna DM this thing, and I'll see where we take us. But let's do like a user experience thing at the same time. I'll show you what I learned on that, and we can properly just kind of have fun, and just have a good time. The whole that's the whole point of all this. But I had to climb a certain part of the mountain to where I felt like I can breathe enough and I can see enough and be like, okay, I put my time in. And you can see that I have a bunch of horrible episodes where I'm just talking to myself. Do you want to go see how it is to do that? I go back and I listen to them and I just cringe. I'm like, okay, work on this and work on that, work on this, don't talk like this. Be more prepared, have everything set up. I start looking at these things that maybe somebody doesn't know, or maybe they do. Maybe people comment, maybe they don't. I'm just going at it with like, okay, I get it. I understand. I'm figuring it out. I'm lining it all up. But thank you, everybody. And just want to say good night. And like I said, see you next week. I'll have another episode. And what else? God, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. But this is how I also want to end. Because YouTube, I don't really comment on YouTube, and I'm trying to figure that out, but I don't have time. But during the week, CJ Robles 2.0 IG, that kind of tells you where I'm at, where I'm lurking, what's going on. Because I'm getting invited to a lot of comedy shows. And I want to talk about a lot of comedians and improvers and entertainers in the city, because it's a flux, so many people. And if we can see people in their beginning stages and watch them grow and to support them, I would love to see that. And God, I don't know, so many things to do. So we're going to take it little by little. But I want to be able to show and tell. Go grab something, bring it back, show it to you, and we find out. We talk about it. But remember, one day at a time. It takes one day at a time. So see y'all later. Peace, love, and dove. See y'all next week on this show. But we'll see. I might do a live stream during the week. We'll see. I'll give you